It's deranged, royal fate. They'll act crazy all day. They'll apologize for the fail, but still scream and rail. It's deranged, royal fate. So I suppose this is a chance just to kind of rant, if that's what I can call this. I had a meltdown not very long ago. On Yule, actually. But I had a meltdown. And ever since, I've just been numb. Really just numb. It's not like I've fallen out of love with anyone or anything like that. They're small bursts, little small breaks. But nothing big. And they're not melancholy-esque of sort. And if anything, more frustrating, but not frustrating enough to talk or do anything about it. And I did give small bits and pieces to my fiancé about what the meltdown was about, and had a second, smaller version of it. But I've been numb since that second time, and I was numb from the time between the second and the first. But the first time, I was in a bathroom, I was in my bathroom, and my fiancé wouldn't have been home until like the next 6+ hours or so, and I was home, my family was home. I just was overcome to certain feelings, and there was another situation going on, and I eventually, my female partners weren't online per se, at least they hadn't responded to my last messages for a while, so I felt like this wasn't exactly an act of me throwing them out. So I opened the bathroom door and I threw my phone out of the room into the hallway. I literally threw it. And I did it because I didn't want me making a mistake. I didn't want to say something hurtful and regretful, because I had come so close a few times. And it definitely was coming off that I was angry with who I was messaging. And this is not my partners, this has nothing to do with my partners, but I felt alone, and I closed the door, and I stayed in that bathroom for maybe an hour, if not more, just laying there, crying, contemplating. And I'm not native to suicidal thoughts. I really am not. But something I forgot to tell you guys about last year, because I haven't been updating, I did have a moment of that, and perhaps I'll do a separate video on that, or a journal entry, because I haven't done blogging much either. Shame on you, Royal. My problem is that I'm not suicidal. I want to disappear, I want to have never existed, but if I killed myself, it would affect people at this point in time. I'm not trying to be not selfish, but I'm not trying to be conceited, saying, oh, I matter to so many people, or anything like that, but I do matter to some people. I do have an effect. If I died today, it would hurt. It would do something to someone in some aspect. And there's no positive outcome for me dying, except for me to have to live anymore. Aw, she knows. I guess I have a point where I just wish I never existed in the first place. Because what's the point? I'm not doing anything, I'm not helping, I'm not succeeding, I'm not talented, I'm just floating out in the ocean with no real abilities to get from one place to the other. I'm not saying I'm just gonna quit, that I'm gonna give up on my dreams, I'm not gonna apply myself, but I feel like no matter how many times I do, No matter how many times I try, I'm not going to get anywhere. Not with that mentality. But I honestly feel like I'm not talented enough. There's a million other writers, singers, authors, film directors, and wayward people, and what am I? I have the drive, I have the ambition, I have the passion, I don't have the talent. I'm just so numb right now. I'm not feeling so much the suicidal or not existing feelings as much as I was in that moment in that bathroom. One of the worst things about that moment was I was terrified. I really was scared. Whether it be scared that I was going to hurt myself, or scared because I was alone with these thoughts. But I honestly felt alone, and even after that hour when I finally grabbed my phone and locked myself in the bathroom once again. Also, something I gotta mention, I just was about ready to cancel any plans I had that night because I was just gonna go out with my partners. And I was just ready to nope. I was punishing myself. I was punishing myself because I felt I was wrong, and I did something wrong, and I didn't deserve anything good. That I was getting in the way, that I was undeserving. But I eventually began messaging my partners again, and I was talking to them, and they have a bit of idea of what I was feeling at the moment, but I didn't give them all the details. I didn't tell them the entire story. I still haven't. And this happened, 2 weeks ago. And I've still neglected to tell them everything, and I feel like I really should. It's just never been in the mood, never been the right time, and someone's sick, or someone's busy, or this game night, or I'm not feeling up to it. And I just keep expecting to finally be in that moment where I'm ready to cry, and I'm ready to open up and tell them, and it's just not coming, for whatever reason. And it's not because it's them. The same would happen if I tried talking to my fiancé. It was just, he caught me in a vulnerable moment when I told him. Feeling numb is just, it's awful, and I feel like I should feel really depressed or really angry or frustrated that I feel so numb. And I can't even say it's the antidepressants anymore, because it used to be the antidepressants that numbed me. But thinking on it now, I guess I got numb beforehand, didn't I? Small burst. I can appreciate things, but I still feel so goddamn numb. One advantage of it is I've been productive with my writing. I always hate, maybe not always, but I hate the little break in between school and school. Just the absence of what the fuck to do, because now I feel even more in that void, in that ocean. I'm just pulling over here or pulling over there, and there's no positive. I mean, there's positives, but there's no just positive, because if I go to my partner's place, my family has a problem. If I don't, then I feel miserable or missing or longing and yearning of them. And I'll do a separate video about what's going on with my partners and then the family situation. It feels like there's no happy ending right now. Not within the next, or by the end of the year, I guess. I know getting a license would make everything so much better. Getting freedom, getting a job. Don't know if you know, I'm 22. I haven't even come up to my family yet about the fact that I'm transitioning, or that I'm even someone who's trans. They know about my partners, they don't know about me. And I never wanted to tell them beforehand because Not that they'd convince me I was otherwise, but they'd convince me to not go with such a drastic thing. I don't know if they would try to convince me or not, or if they would tell me not to, or what. I didn't know. I still don't know. But on the chance that they would, and then I do it anyways, it would feel like I was betraying them. Should they say no and I went and did it anyways. And as opposed to if I did something and they didn't know in the first place, they never said yes or no, so it's not betrayal in any capacity. Not that it's not right to say it's betrayal, it's my body, it's my choice, it's my life. But it is still going against their advice, however you'd like to put it, I don't know. And I know they're gonna be, there's no signs, or this or that. Honestly, there were signs. I can find them back in my Instagram about the signs. Considering myself a gentleman and going to public events in suits and ties and wanting to wear a tuxedo to my prom and wedding ever since I was a child. I mean, not that clothes defines gender. I'm in an interesting spot right now, though. We all feel numb at some point, and we're not alone in those feelings. And I should probably wrap this up, and I guess that's all for this video that needs to be said. I don't need to mix it in with anything else. I didn't expect to be rambling for nearly 20 minutes. Yeah, so another gloomy Sunday. Thank you for being here with me. It's Deranged, royal fate. They'll act crazy all day. They'll apologize for the fail and still scream and wail. It's Deranged, royal fate.